go back. Hopefully that's a little bit better for everybody. We'll get back into it pretty soon, real soon.
Back up.
It is. There it is. It's not too bad. Alright, so what have we got? We've still got Artie up. So Artie's still out in front.
Artie in front, yeah. He's the best part of the second in front of Kiwi. He's got the better of Old Wakey. Nux is starting to catch the back of Old Wakey, so he's pulled back up, and they've pulled a bit of a gap on TJ. He's got the better of Berry. They had a good old tussle for a lap or two.
Got DJ down in 7th.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be too happy back there. He was looking forward to having a better run than this so far, but early days. He'll be just trying to run to a number and get to the first pit stop in good condition. He's still got some hard charges behind him, so 7th is pretty good.
Oh, Lucky's run wide at the hairpin.
Yep, Superfly is up the inside of him.
NASCAR was getting real close to those guys as well. Scotty G's had a moment. He's dropped all the way back down to 12th, and he's got himself an angry little pack of cars around him here. Got cruising, trying to make spots up after that poor qualifying from his own admission there as well. And goes all the way down the back here. Honourably Airborne, he's filling in the Datsun Mustang down in 14th.
So just doing a little bit of a early, let's have a look here, fuel and tyre check. So end of lap 4, everyone most of the front guys are on about a quarter of a tank, and tyres are pretty good, so everyone's running to a similar fuel number so far. Most of the guys are running about a quarter of a tank, so everyone's trying to run to a number to get to that first pit stop. Poor old Scotty G, he's having a nightmare down the back here. He's getting shuffled further and further back. He's back to last.
Oh wow! He must have got the big push from somebody.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a...
Hopefully it wasn't cruising in that little Porsche. That'd be a little bit embarrassing. As he's cruising now, he's having a look at Lucky. The hairpin gets it done. Nice move there from cruising. Puts himself back up to 10th. You got NASCAR's all over Jimmy Superfly here for the 8th spot as well.
Yeah, Jimmy's working that car pretty hard too compared to the guys around him. His tyres are noticeably more worn than NASCAR behind him or DJ in front of him, so he's working hard to hang on to what he's got at the moment. Don't know how much. Haven't seen Jimmy too much in the practice lobby, so I'm not sure how much practice he's done. Getting used to the big beast.
Yeah.
Lucky and Cruising are still arguing over 10th and 11th. They're still side by side going down into here, but Cruising's got him now. But Lucky's not. He wants to argue the point.
Yeah, it's a great little battle there, and he's Honourably Airborne's managed to tag on the end of that as well. You'll be loving this, getting the late call up.
So back up the front at the moment, Whitey Thump's managed to stretch the lead out to 1.2, and Old Wakey's dropped a fair bit back in 3rd. He's a couple of seconds behind Kiwi, so
he's in a bit of no man's land there too, isn't he? He's got Knuckles 1.4 seconds behind him as well.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a lonely race in 3rd, so
TJ's still hanging off the back of Knuckles as well. Don't know if you'd be saving too much fuel. The roof on that Merc's pretty low.
So we're coming up to the first
Oh,
10 minutes done.
Jimmy's got a penalty. He'll have to burn that.
Oh,
Here he goes. Good boy. Gets it done.
you won't be happy about that.
No, DJ's caught right up to the back of Barry too. He's chunking time out of him left, right and centre.
Yeah, he's last couple of laps he's been a good 6-7 tenths faster than Barry, and he's actually got more fuel, so he's working the car less and doing it, saving fuel. So he's making a good comeback here. So we've upped the tyre wear this year. This season, the tyre wear is more prevalent than last season. The fuel consumption's higher, and also the tyre wear is higher. So all the guys are finding their feet as far as tyre wear goes, trying to make them last and still post as fast as time as you can.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the fuel consumption pretty much makes it that you can just make it to the halfway mark. I think most guys will be doing one stop. I haven't seen anybody backing in to make it a two-stopper. I think you find most people are going to do one. So you've got to make the tyres and everything last for that long is quite an achievement with the tyre wear that we've got them on. So, Jimmy Superfly's got another penalty, and he's going to be going back to 14th and last.
Oh wow!
So he's had a bit of a mare. He's had a bit of a mare the last few laps.
Scotty G hasn't improved anything either down there in 13th. There's a lot of pre-race chat about the Corvette, but seems to be struggling down there at the moment.
A little bit. Again, I haven't seen Scotty in too many lobbies, so I'm not sure if he's had much of a chance to get used to the big vet. But he's certainly struggling a bit at the back. Nux is right in the back of TJ now for fourth spot. They're both pretty similar on fuel and tyres between the two of them. So they're both. Nux is right on half a tank, and Nux is just under half a tank, and TJ's right on it. So
yeah, TJ's managed to get around Knuckles too. And looks like DJ's going to have a big look at Barry down the front straight as well.
Yep.
So guys, I'm still trying to sort out the technical difficulties in the background as well, so please bear with us.
First race of the season. Usual things. DJ goes for a look down the inside, doesn't quite pull it off.
We'll take a look back there. A little bit of action going on back there. Scotty's having a little skipping competition with himself. Here we go. Got Black Project. Got a bit of a push there from Airborne. And Lucky's going to go, thank you very much, gentlemen. I'll have both of you. As poor Black Project's had to vacate the track into the wall.
Yeah, Mo won't be happy about that scratch on the new paintwork.
Yeah, no, won't be.
That beautiful looking McLaren.
So, didn't notice a redress either there, so I'm sure that'll get looked at.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, up the front, Artie's managed to pull up to a 2-second gap on Kiwi. So they're very, very, very similar on where we got tyres and fuel. Artie Thump's got a little bit better on both actually. He's working the car a bit less and got a bit just a little bit more fuel. Old Wakey's still in no man's land in third.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there was a little bit of pre round one chat about the Mustang as well, and I think old Kiwi's putting a lot of that to bed at the moment.
certainly competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly
looking
is.
competitive.
He's definitely holding his own down there, up there in second. So we head down to Knuckles and P5 now. He'll be getting sick of looking at that green BMW. DJ's managed to get around Barry as well.
He has.
He has, so that's good.
So he's making a good charge up through the field.
Yeah, where did he start? 8th, 9th or 10th or something, didn't he? Somewhere down there. Yeah,
he was. Yep. So he's sort of not too far off the front guys really. So he's where are we? He's only 10 seconds off the lead. So he's done well to pull that back. Especially when you look at the car too. He's looked after the tyres and that well. So
yeah.
Nux is still looking at the back of TJ's car. He's not letting him get away.
No.
And they're definitely pulling in. I think they're pulling in Old Wakey a little bit too, down to 1.8. So they might be pulling Wakey in as well.
So we probably won't be too far away from pit stops. Looks like most of the guys might one stop.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd say like 12, 13. So another couple of laps. There'll be tyres are starting to get pretty second-hand now. So everyone's sort of be tiptoeing around, just trying to keep it on the black stuff.
Yeah.
And not make a mistake, because undo all your good work. So
poor Mr. Airborne managed to get himself another penalty. Scotty's still having a skipping contest with himself. Maybe that's...
Nux has got past TJ for 4th too, by the way. Nux has got past him.
Well done, Knuckles.
So, old Nux, he can't
stay
can't
out
ride
of
him
it,
off
can
at any
he?
stage.
No, definitely not.
And DJ is pulling these guys in hand over fist. He's pulling them right down to...
Well, he's choking time out of him, isn't he?
Yep. So he's a good 6/10 a lap faster than the guys in front of him at the moment. The last lap was a 33.3, where TJ was a 33.9. So, and Nux was a 33.7. So he keeps his head down. He'll be on the back of these guys by the time they do their first stop.
So Old Wakey's 5.1 seconds behind Kiwi Räikkönen at the moment. So he's definitely in no man's land there. 2 seconds in front of Knuckles as well.
So the only thing he may pull back a little bit with Kiwi is that he's got a bit more fuel than Kiwi, so he'll be filling up a little bit less. So he'll be a few seconds less standing still. So he might pull back a bit of time there. That'll be interesting when in a lap or two time. But all these guys are just slipping and sliding on these pretty worn tyres. They're all pretty second hand.
Yeah. We're, what do we get, 5 times 5 tyre this year and times 7 fuel, is it? Or is it the other way around?
Other way around, yeah. So times 7 tyres and times 5 fuel. So big change from Berry's on the light already.
Oh.
He's at the lap 11, so he's been burning it, redlining it a bit too much.
Yeah. A little bit sideways out of the hairpin as well, so he'll be in this lap and might try and drag it out for one more, but I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Yeah.
He's hasn't dropped off DJ too much though, considering he's on the light, which is probably the reason why he is.
Yep, that's right. Working, I mean, because DJ's just under a quarter of a tank, so
wow,
he's got a big advantage. Oh,
here
DJ's the first to blink.
Barry follows him in.
Yeah, had to. He's only got 2. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So big fuel difference there.
NASCAR's in as well.
NASCAR's 10 for NASCAR. It's he's normally pretty good on the fuel.
Yeah, he's
so
been drinking their BMW.
TJ's done well to out fuel save NASCAR.
All right, let's head up the front now. That gap's come down. Kiwi's starting to starting to close the gap. It's down to 1.6.
Yeah, looks like Artie's starting to struggle a bit on his tyres. Kiwi is on the light. He's on the light as well. So, and Artie's still not quite on it yet. So he'll have a bit of a fuel advantage over Kiwi at this stop.
So I think they'll probably come in this lap as it'll just tick over 20 minutes as they enter the pits more than likely. So it's definitely a one stop.
Artie's tiptoeing through that S's there. His tyres are pretty sad. He's just flipped on red as well.
Oh.
So he'll be in. So he'll have about 10 left, I reckon. Yep.
Yeah, Artie's got 10. And Kiwi's got 4. Wow.
Got 4. So he'll still gain a bit of time here if they fill up to around the same mark.
Okay, so Knuckles and DJ are in as well.
Yep. All pretty even on fuel.
Yep.
So here we go. How are we going to fill up to? Who's going to pull the trigger on the fuel number?
Alright, let's jump down to Artie. Here we go, he's away. Ooh, 94.
And Kiwi put 95 in, so
wow.
Same sort of fuel in, and now the gap's out to 3 seconds. So that's the bit of fuel saving can do for you. Can buy you a bit of time.
Barry's caught right up to the back of Old Wakey here, so this is third on the road. Two mid-rear cars.
Barry's had a bit of a short fuel here. He's only got half a tank.
Oh, wow.
So he's not fueled to the end.
Ooh.
So I don't know whether he had a bit of a pit glitch or whether he had a twitchy finger, but he's going to have to pit again. He won't make it.
No, that's everyone else in front of him's just about full fueled. So.
Yep, and behind him as well. So TJ's caught up a fair bit on Old Wakey. He's only 8 tenths behind him now. So TJ's bit of fuel saving has bought him some time there, as we thought it would. Yep. And also made him pull away from DJ, who's jumped Knuckles.
Yes, he has. So the old Merc must be a little bit thirsty. NASCAR's jumped Cruisin' as well. So Cruisin' must have put a fair bit of fuel in that car.
Cruisin', yeah, he's filled it to the brim.
Wow.
And so NASCAR's and just over 3/4 of tank. So yep, there's your reason there. So I'm not sure if Cruisin's done his homework for tonight. Nux has had a spin. Nux had a spin. Oh,
just missed it.
He won't be happy. He must have caught the curve coming out of the S's. He's cost him heaps. He's back down to 10.
Yeah, he's got his got lucky in front of him. He won't like that.
Number 1 followed by number 2, or is it the other way around?
I think it's the other way around. I'm sure they'll want to address that. We got Jimmy Superfly in 11th as well, so we got 3 AMGs running line of third. Team owner at Obsession Motorsport has come on board and said Berry for the 2 stop, so that'll be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, someone's got to try it.
Yeah, that's right.
Why not?
TJ's caught right up to the back of Old Wakey here as well. He might have a look into the little kink.
Yeah, he's got a good slipstream. I don't know if he's quite close enough. Be a bit of a dive from there, I think. So we'll follow him through. But he's definitely giving him some hurry up.
DJ's catching these 2 as well.
So Artie's done the fastest lap of the race at a 32 flat, so that's pretty much qualifying times, which is pretty awesome. Not far off some guys' qualifying time, so it's 32 flats, a pretty decent old race pace.
Yeah, it is. So we got as we head down the back now. Scotty's found himself back in 14th. Black Project in 13th in the McLaren, and honourably airborne And the second of the Datsun Mustangs is in 12th at the moment. Here we go, the inter-team battle between Nux and Lucky. Keep an eye on this one.
See the team orders here.
Yeah.
Multi 21.
Yeah, I don't see any blinkers yet, so I don't know if they're Fabian Spec Mercedes-Benzes, these ones.
I think Nux will definitely have the red steam coming out of the ears. He'll be spewed. He gave away the top 5 finish there, so he won't be happy.
No. It looks like they might be catching cruising a little bit here as well.
Yeah. Their last few laps are half a second lap faster than cruising, so
yeah.
Definitely pulling him in. NASCAR's sort of on his own in 7th. He's got 7 seconds in front of him, 8 seconds behind him, so he's going to have a lonely second part of the race. Oh, DJ, keep it together, son.
He's all right. Got no pressure behind him. NASCAR 7.5 seconds down the road.
Yep.
He's catching old Wakey as well. So
he's got a fair fuel advantage on old Wakey, so he can afford to push a bit.
Give the Aussie handling car a little bit of TV time. It's a beautiful looking NSX, that one.
That purple is to die for, isn't it?
Yeah,
especially in the sun.
100%.
Great long-time sponsors of Sector 1.
Yep. Big shout out to them off. Hope you're well, mate. So we head back up the front. Artie Thump's got just over 3.5 seconds on Kiwi in the Mustang. So Barry's starting in 3rd, but he's doing a 2-stop, so he still owes us a stop. Yeah.
But he's punching out good times. He's in the mid to high 32, so he has to push. He has to push.
He'll be looking to
maximise his chance.
Yeah, he'll be looking to come out maybe somewhere in the Cruz and Knuckles Lucky battle. You wouldn't want to get in the middle of that one, but I think they've settled that one as well, by the way. Knuckles has managed to get around Lucky.
Sets out after cruising. That'll be interesting.
Yes.
Nice.
Got Jimmy Superfly down there in 11th. He's still hanging around the back of Lucky. Oh, clips the grass on the back onto the front straight. Yes, here we go. Barry's dropped. He's had a moment. He's dropped all the way back down to 5th now.
Yeah, I think he went a bit too hard into that first left-hander and lost a fair bit of time, and you can't afford to do that when you're trying the 2-stop.
DJ now is having a big look at the hairpin. He'll get it done easy. Barry will try the undercut. I don't think it'll work.
The McLaren's definitely got some top end, so it's definitely got some straight line speed, but he's on the light, so DJ doesn't need to sort of get into a battle with him because he'll be in this lap.
Yeah. That's all right. That's good. So we get a spot for nothing here, and he can start making some inroads onto old Wakey in 4th.
Nope.
Oh, he's going to get it. He's going to have a look.
Interesting.
Oh, jeez. You can see that going to end up real bad.
Oh, Barry's thinking, no, I want to go over there.
Yeah. You got to let me in, mate. Come on. All right, so Knuckles is, I tell you what, he's dragging the other 2 behind him as well, and he's dropped that gap down to cruising.
Yeah, he's going to
get him.
Cruising's about to have an AMG convention behind him.
Yeah.
3 of them are hunting him down.
So it'll be Knuckles first, and then Lucky. They've managed to drop Superfly off a little bit as well, but he'll definitely be hunting once he sees that little Volkswagen in front of him. So TJ's managed to find himself in third after all that. So Womble will be very happy with that, having one of his cars up there on the podium.
We could have a three-way battle for third soon with these three. So you got TJ, Old Wakey, and DJ all starting to concertina up a little bit. So it could be on here for third.
Oh, Wakey. Wakey. That's not the way to get around there, son.
That sausage curb is nasty. It can bite you.
Alright, so we are going to try and sort the technical difficulties out between races. So we do apologise for that. So we head back up the front. And that gap between Artie and Kiwi hasn't really fluctuated much. It's still hanging around that 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's pulled it back a little bit, but so let's have a look at our last few laps. So Kiwi's definitely stepped it up. He's done the fastest lap of the race as a 32 flat, and he's doing low 32s, and Artie's doing high 32. So he's definitely putting in an effort here to hunt him down for the last 9 minutes. So he's on a charge, Kiwi. He's out to prove a point.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to show these Mustang doubters that it was all for nothing.
Yeah. That'll be an interesting conversation next week, won't it?
Yeah, that'll light up the chat.
Yeah, it'll be good. Alright, so we got
it's good.
Old Wakey here in fourth. A little bit of no man's land still. He's just nearly a second behind TJ, and he's got a second to DJ. But DJ's definitely catching him now. Old Wakey had a little bit of a moment again. Touches the grass. Be in the slipstream of TJ this time around, so I'll be able to pull him back in again. Yeah, he's caught up a lot there on the straight. Oh, runs it a bit wide into turn one. DJ's going to have a big look at him down this straight now.
Yeah, it's going to be on for third place.
Yeah.
So, Wakey drop a wheel off there. That's not going to help him. It's so slippery through here. It's one of those ongoing corners that you want to try and go fast, but actually the slower you take it, the faster you go. So it's always a battle to with yourself, try not to go through there too fast.
There we go. Wakey's playing the long game, according to the Aussie Hampton crew.
Up the front, just to check on the front, the gap to the leader is down to 2 seconds.
Ooh.
So Kiwi is still got the hammer down, still pushing hard to, and he loves jumping that curb. He's putting 10 tenths into this to try and pull Artie back in. So.
Yeah, well done. Hopefully he doesn't, but you know.
It's down to 1.8, so he's coming.
He's coming. Wanted to check in on Knuckles, who's managed to get around cruising, and unfortunately it looks like we've lost Lucky. He's had a moment somewhere. He's back down in 10th.
And Barry's come back in 11th after his second stop.
So he'll be good to go now. Did he put fresh
he's
rubber on as well?
Down. Everything. Yep. He's probably overfilled. He's got half a tank still, so he's probably put a little bit more fuel in than he needed to. But he'll be doing quality laps on the way home. Yeah,
nice. So Old Wakey and DJ have caught right up to the back of TJ now.
So it's going to be a great finish for a battle for third spot.
Yeah, it is 100%. And Old Wakey's going to have to, if he can get it done, he's going to have to get it done pretty quick because DJ won't muck around. Oh, jeez, it got tight in there. Old Wakey runs a little bit wide in the mid-turn.
So DJ's got the best car under him of these three. He's got his tyre wise. He's got the best under him. So
that's not going to work.
One line through here, boys.
Yeah. TJ's a bit squirrely. All right, let's see what that BMW's got. Looks like TJ might be struggling a little bit there. Oh, he's covering already.
Cover.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he's like, I'm just going to go anyway, mate. And he's going to get him easy. Let's see what the brakes are like on the Beamer. Oh, DJ's going to get both of them. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
very much.
wait, he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's in the wall. Oh, no.
No, he didn't deserve that.
Oh, he'll be absolutely shattered with that.
Oh, spewing.
Meanwhile, that's put DJ out to third.
On the third spot.
Yeah, there we go.
Great run from the mid pack. He just been picking his way through the field, doing good consistent times, looking after his car, and he'll be wrapped with this.
Oh yeah, 100%. And if TJ was smart, he'd just sit him behind and see how far he can close that gap to Kiwi in second. Mind you, 10 seconds is a bit of a long hop, I think.
I tell you what, isn't it a long hop? Is 1.6 seconds,
No.
and that's what the gap to first to second is.
Jeez,
He likes that first
he
curve.
loves that first curve, doesn't he?
He's the only one who does. But it doesn't seem to upset him.
No, well, that's good.
It's down to 1.3. Well, we're coming up to lap 24, 3 minutes left, so we've probably got 2 laps left.
All right, so Cruisen's starting to have another look at that dirty, great big AMG in front of him of Knuckles. He'll be pretty racy too. He put a lot of fuel in his car, so there won't be much conserving. Lucky's managed to claw his way back up to 10th. Oh, we've got someone around. Who's that? Oh, might have been Barry. Or Blake Project, maybe? We missed it. I saw it on the map.
Barry. Yeah, it was Barry. Yeah, he's back down to 13th.
Scotty.
He's got some damage on the back as well.
Scotty G's had a shocker.
He has. The poor bugger. He's gone up and down and forwards and back, and he's at the moment he's out the back.
I think he's got. I think he's a little bit more going on, and then we can see behind the scenes down there. At I can't remember which one it is now. One of the CP teams.
Cornerstone. Half back at the front. We're down to half a second.
Yeah,
Kiwi is right there. So
he got one more crack at him. He's got maybe 2 laps.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got 2:22, so we've still got 2 laps to go. So
DJ's managed to drop TJ a little bit here. We'll just do a quick little run through the pack. We've got old Wakies and No Man's Land again now in 5th. NASCAR's the same in 6th, really. Cruisen's still ahead of Knuckles. I can't see that changing unless Cruisen makes a mistake, because I think that AMG will be a little bit tired. You got Jimmy Superfly and Lucky having a great little battle here for 9th spot. Looks like Lucky will get him into turn 1. Side by side. Jimmy's trying the up and under. Not quite. Not quite.
sorry to interrupt, mate, but down the back straight we've got 0.3 of a second between the front 2 guys, and
all right.
Kiwi starting to have looks at Artie, and he's just on the light. Kiwi's just hit the light.
Oh.
So what are we coming down to? 1 minute to go, so
This will
we're
be
coming
the
up to
last
one more lap.
Yeah.
No, this won't be the last lap.
No,
We've got
next
one more.
lap.
So we've got, yep, coming up to the last lap, so it's going to be all on for the last lap.
Oh, there's a little bit of me
Artie's
deep down. There's a little bit of me deep down that hopes he runs out of fuel. Can't say that, you know.
I'm pretty sure you just did.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on this, though, because he might have a big look.
Yeah.
He might have got
some places that he's definitely quicker. But it's just in the right spot. But, yeah, he's right on the light now, so he won't be able to push on this lap as hard as he wants, I don't think. He may have spent his tickets to get there.
Yeah.
But he might have to be a little bit conservative just to make it home.
Yeah, it's all well and good getting there, but you got to have the car to get around him as well, don't you?
Artie's on the light too now, so he's on the light. So more tight through here, 3/10. So coming up this back section here into the tight right hand will be his next chance. If he's going to have a look at him, he's pretty close.
He is pretty close.
He's close enough.
He's going to have a
He's
dive.
Going to have a dive. He's going to have a bit of a touch. He's side by side down the back straight.
Here comes that power of the NSX, though. Look at it.
He's going to pull ahead. Is he going to cover the line?
No, I don't think he needs
He's going to have to cover. He's got him there. Just tiptoe through here. No mistakes through there.
Back onto the front straight. This is a great little exchange on the last lap, though.
What a great finish. Great way to start off the Sector 1 Season 4.
Absolutely.
Two different manufacturers.
Get up against the fence, lad. He's going to get it.
Artie Thump's got the win.
Well done, Artie. FSR will finish second.
He was out of fuel on the line. Out of fuel.
DJ's going to pick up third. That's a great result for DJ.
Yeah, I reckon almost driver of the day stuff for me.
He'll be happy with that.
That was a great run.
TJ will finish fourth in the BMW. Old Wakey's pretty happy with his fifth spot. Congratulations, mate. NASCAR will come home sixth in the Team 53 BMW. He'll be happy with that.
Oh, Cruisen's got back past Knuckles.
He has too. But then there's a gap there as well. Yeah, and it looks like Jimmy Superfly just got lucky. And
he was out of fuel on the line as well.
Oh, was he? Wow. So there we go. That's the first race run and done. Artie Thump, pole position. Clean race, of course. And got the job done. So we'll have a quick look at the race results. We got Artie in first, Kiwi in second in the Mustang, DJ in third in the NSX, TJ for fourth, Old Wakey finished fifth, so that's 3 NSXs in the top 5. NASCAR in sixth, we got Cruising in seventh, Knuckles in eighth, he will not be happy with that. Jimmy Superfly in ninth, Lucky in 10th, won't be really all that impressed with that either. Barry in 11th, I think that second stop hurt him. Black Projects in 12th, Honourably Airborne, the late call up in the second of the Datsun cars in 14th. And Scotty G just had an absolute mare and ended up finishing 14th in the Corvette. So
there you go. That shook out a little bit different to what everyone thought.
Yeah.
It was some good dicing and some surprises, I think. That might get the chat room talking a bit different the way than it has been the last week or so. The Mustang definitely competitive in the right, definitely has got the goods to be a competitive car.
Absolutely. So get your driver of the days in, guys. We got one for TJ.
For what it's worth, Jay's my driver of the day. That run through the middle of the pack from a bad qualifying from what he wanted, and kept his car together and come with a solid third. He'll be wrapped with that.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to give mine to, I don't know. I might give mine to Old Wakey tonight, I think. Yeah, totally unbiased, of course. Yeah, he did well. He was in no man's lane for a little while there, but when he did have company, he held his own for the most part, which was good. So
yeah, he was unlucky there. He got caught up on the curb and didn't deserve to have that at the end.
No,
he was a good dice for third. Good dice for third.
Yeah, got a couple of driver of the days for Kiwi as well, which is good. Everybody likes TJ though. So Womble's
Everyone likes TJ.
Yeah, Womble's obviously paid a few people this week, and
He's been doing some leather box drops.
Yep. So it looks like TJ might get the job done.
Yep.
Here's another one.
B&W's home.
Yep. It's very good. All right. Well, that was good. Lucas? G'day.
What do you think of that, Lucas? There's some good dicing in there. Different makes.
Yeah, it looked pretty good for the middle pack there. They had a bit of a go. It was nice to see the guys at the front have a bit of a battle at the end.
Well, not too nice.
Manufacturer-wise, I think it was a good spread of manufacturers. If Nux hadn't had his off, he would have been an AMG up there as well. So it was a good spread of manufacturers there.
The box. Okay, so are we going to try and fix this?
Yep.
I don't know how.
Just have it. What did the gentleman say before? Give bit rate.
Bit rate. Yeah, we've
Drop the bit rate slightly, and make sure that it's running as administrator, whatever that means. I don't know what that actually means. I'm just reading what he wrote.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look.
Bit rate and the quality preset.
Yeah, I don't know where to find the quality preset. Alright. We're running 2 or 3 different streams as well at the moment, aren't we? Which probably isn't helping.
No, I think we cancelled the other one that was running beside it.
Oh, we did? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Did that
should only be the one going now. Fingers crossed.
Did that improve things or not really?
Oh.
Marginal.
It was better.
Okay.
I think the bid rate improved it the best.
Yeah. I don't really want to drop it down anymore though.
There you go. He says you can shut the stream down to do it, to fix it. It won't fix if the stream's already running.